You can see my dear friend Michael Rapaport September 25th through the 27th, which is my beautiful wife Danielle's birthday, at the Stress Factory. That's a great place. Great place. In New Brunswick, New Jersey. He'll also be in Providence, Rhode Island, October 2nd to the 4th at the Comedy Connection. You can find out all the information and buy tickets at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. michaelrapaportcomedy.com. Let me just say this. You see him in a million movies. He's a great actor. He is a great stand-up comic. I saw you for the first time ever at Caroline's.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting much. I'm not going to lie. I left and said, oh, my God, he's great.
I'm not playing games here, Sid.
No, you're not.
I'm looking forward to being in Jersey. Happy to be here with you.
Me too. Good to see you. Well, let me start with one thing quick.
What are we going to start with? I don't even know where are we going to go.
Well, you would never have predicted this one, but the rumors were that he was not coming in today and he was retiring. Then NBC said, no, Andy Cohen is not taking over. Howard Stern has renewed his contract. You're still friends with Howard. You do the fantasy football stuff, right, with Gary on the show.
Yes.
So are you happy that Howard Stern is not retiring?
Of course I'm happy that he's not retiring. You know, Sid, I was thinking about this the other day when I was set to come in. I don't always agree with you, and historically, I've come on the show when I didn't agree with you. I can enjoy somebody like Howard Stern's show and not agree with every single thing he says politically. I don't think there's people. I guarantee you, there's people that are listening right now that don't agree with every single thing that you say politically. Nor should they. We don't have to be aligned. By the way, 500%,
including Danielle.
Including Danielle.
Right.
I don't agree. Nothing. You're never going to get what you want 100% from a politician. You're never going to get 100% what you want from your wife. Vice versa.
Right.
From your kids. Vice versa. So that's how I look at things. As long as we're in the playing field of things, and as far as Stern specifically, I love the show. I've always loved the show. I don't have to like every single thing and agree with every single thing that is talked about on the show, but I could still be entertained by it.
Now, you're doing fantasy football there.
Yes.
And we started the season, and, listen, the Jets showed me something. Justin Fields played well. They look good. Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately for the Jets, is still a really good quarterback, and Pittsburgh is a really good team. But the Jets showed you something. The Giants, Mike, it's the same garbage.
I can't do it. We're next week we got the Cowboys, so we're going to come back and play very, very the Cowboys. We're going to be in trouble with the Cowboys.
Dallas
I hate
just
the Cowboys.
played Philadelphia tough.
I hate the Cowboys.
Well, so do I.
Okay,
the game is in Dallas too. In Dallas.
I don't. That's why now I focus on my team. I'm a fantasy football owner.
That's
I own a dynasty team.
Right.
That's what I watch. I can't sit there and emotionally give to the Giants. It hurts too much. It's too painful. Okay, it's painful enough being a fantasy football owner.
Yeah,
the highs, lows, thrills of victory. No matter how, I'm a guru, fantasy football guru. They call me the fantasy football guru.
Yes.
Okay, if you want advice, let me know. However, the Giants, we got the Cowboys in Dallas, Jerry Jones.
Yes,
and then we got the Chiefs. So we're going to be 0-3. So we're done. You had somebody the other day said the Giants could win 8-9 games. What 8? So they're going to rally off 6 in a row after we start 0-3?
Stop it. Stupid. They're going to lose to Kansas City at home. They'll be 0-3. So did your fantasy football team fare well yesterday? We got a game tonight, Vikings and Bears.
One fared well. Baker Mayfield, never thought I was done with him. He's a scrappy champion. He did fantastic for my fantasy football team. And then Dak killed me the other night because of his wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. I don't want to dive in the woods because you know what's more boring than talking about fantasy football? Talking about somebody's fantasy football highs and lows. I know that people are like, we don't care.
No, but Baker Mayfield threw 41 touchdowns last year. And he had the big touchdown against the Saints yesterday. And yes, CeeDee Lamb dropped a lot of footballs, but Baker Mayfield is a great fantasy quarterback.
I know he is, but at one point during his run in Cleveland, it was like,
he was too young. He had Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham back then.
Yes.
But you realize the Buccaneers have won 4 straight division titles?
I know. No, he's
good.
That's my quarterback, to quote the great Terrell Owens. That's my quarterback.
All right. So anybody tonight in this Vikings-Bears game that you need to play
I got
well?
the Bears defense, and unless they do some like crazy interceptions, I took a loss in my money league. And, it's week 1. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to make some adjustments. The engine's revving up. I cannot go down like I did last season. The engine is revving up. But as far as our G-men, disgusting.
Horrible. All right, but listen.
Disgusting. It's so... See, that's why I don't even want to bring it up. It's
gross. I know, but here's the good news. So the Giant game ends, Michael Rapaport. The Jet game ends. And I switched the channel. I wanted to watch, and I did watch some of the Packers and the Lions. I go to U.S. Open tennis.
Yeah, that was good, too.
And who do I see in the stands? The guy that you voted for. Oops.
President Trump. You put words in my mouth. What was the reaction?
I tell everybody that, just so you know.
Just to break my chops.
Everybody goes, did Rapaport vote for Trump? 100%.
You know nothing.
I know nothing.
What was the response? Because I wasn't able to watch the U.S. Open, which I think it kind of sucks to have. Is every year this happens. You follow the U.S. Open, and then the men's finals is during the NFL Week 1.
Stupid.
They need to change that.
And
get it done Saturday.
And you got the Mets and Reds at the same time also.
That's
Alcaraz
fine.
wins again.
Yeah, but the U.S. Open, I watched it for 2 weeks, and I was like, I can't watch this during Week 1 fantasy football.
Totally. Did you go? Did you go at all?
I did not go. I was going to go when I was dealing with a little bit of a cold, whatever. So what was the response, Sid?
Both. He got boos and cheers. But here's the thing, Mike. So 90% of the fans, when the match started, 90% of the fans were still not in their seats because of the security for the president. So a lot of folks were booing because they were pissed that they couldn't get in.
They must have been pissed.
But the TV channels attributed it to President Trump. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big stadium. I would guess that would be a place where he would get booed no matter if they got in or not.
Alec Baldwin was there the day before. What do you think Alec is going to do?
Yeah. I mean, and that's, everybody's dressed up in their little tennis outfits and all that stuff. You're in Queens, like you're not on the French Riviera. Like people go to these, like okay, it's a tennis match, but it's like just show up and watch the match. They put on like the scarves.
Yeah,
and
I can't see you doing
berets and all this.
You would never do that.
You're in Flushing, Queens.
Right.
Cut the crap. Like it's with the dress up.
You would show up there
like I would wear anything else.
Sweatpants, sweatshirt.
Well, jeans and a t-shirt.
Right.
Like a gentleman.
But what about the Kentucky Derby?
That you got to dress up for.
Have you been to that before?
I've never been. I have no interest in going to that.
Really?
But if I did, I would. You got to do something for that.
When was the last time you dressed up for any sporting event? I
don't dress up for sporting events. I dress up for events,
right?
Like appropriate.
Sure.
I know you had the guy on the other day. We're talking about we got to dress, and your style is impeccable. So.
Thank you.
I mean, you show up here 4:30 in the morning. The suit is creased. It's pressed. I mean, your style is you're known like as a great style.
Thank you.
Icon. Me, I'm more like a jeans and pants. But if there's an event.
No, you look great. You host a million events.
Yeah.
In fact, are you hosting the FIDF event on the 17th? I've been invited to.
Yes.
Of course you are. You did it last year.
Yes, and of course, and that's an honor.
No, you were great last year.
That's an honor to be a
deal. Sure.
Because as you know, we're in a insane time with everything that's going on in Israel, and this morning with a terrorist attack. 6 people. I mean, this is in the morning. This is like on a morning commute. A horrible, horrible, violent incident that's already, and you could Google it, you could look it up, you can re-Google it. It's already being praised and celebrated by Hamas. They love this.
They called them heroes. These 2 guys
shooting civilians on a bus.
On
a Monday morning.
On the way to work.
That's a hero.
And on the way to school. And not only they call me hero, Michael. You know what they do? Then the families, because they kill both bad guys.
Yeah.
So the families of the bad guys. They get money.
Yeah.
They get money.
Yes.
It's like the Iceman who used to kill people for the mob.
Yes.
They get money.
Yes.
What is that?
Yes.
These are the poor, innocent. They deserve
but
your
don't
sympathy.
shed tears because now your son's a martyr. Your terrorist. I don't want to see any crying.
Right.
Your son is a martyr now. He's with the 72 virgins already.
I think it went up to 75 now.
75 virgins already. I don't want to see any cry. Don't shed a tear. Do not shed a tear. You have a martyred son. He's a martyr. I don't want to see any whining or complaining about what happened to your martyred son. This is what you wanted.
Yeah, they do want it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
so it's a terrible incident. And obviously we have 48 hostages, 2 of whom are American, are still in captivity. And, we've been talking about this for 2 years, Sid. And it's just devastating.
Well, let me ask you this. We have been talking about it, and to your credit, you go. you go.
Yeah.
And early on, when I loved all the influencers because we were on the same team, right? We still are, I guess, but now they annoy me. But early on, I needed them because I was scared, alone, afraid. Now it's become perverse. But you were there. You were there a lot. You were talking to hostage families. Do you blame politicians, Bibi, Trump, any of these politicians for the fact that the hostages are still there?
No, I blame the people that are holding the hostages.
Good.
You have to take. These are animals. They say what they want to do, and they continue to do it. There's no negotiating. This is not like a contract, like you're in a negotiating with your boss or somebody's negotiating to buy a home. This is not a negotiation with a normal thing that people want to move forward. These are animals. They say what they want to do, and they continue to do it. That's the thing that we need to accept. We think, oh, they're too crazy. This sounds so nuts. This can't be real. It's very real. We have to smack ourselves for never listening to them and to continue to not listen to them. So there is no negotiating with animals. I don't blame Bibi. I don't blame Trump. The only way that it's a horrible, horrible situation, and they have gotten exactly what they want. They got divide. They got us upset. They've devastated. They shoot people on buses in the morning on a Monday this morning, and then they celebrate it while having our hostages. They're great propaganda, great PR. I mean, wouldn't you love to be represented by Hamas?
No, all kidding aside, I had Matt Brooks on earlier, and he runs the RJC with my cousin Norm Coleman, Republican Jewish Coalition. They got a huge event coming up in Vegas, October 31st to November 2nd. I'm going to speak. They get Mike Johnson to speak, Doug Burgum, Mike Pompeo, Emily Austin, all these great speakers. And I said, I hate to say this because people get angry, but Hamas did a great job.
Incredible job.
They took the hostages knowing that years and years down the road where we are now, they would still have leverage, and they do.
Incredible. You have to tip your hat. An incredible job, and they are patient animals. They're animals, they're cavemen, they're savages, but they are deviant and patient and brilliant. And if they spent a smidge of time doing anything other than worrying about and focusing on the destruction of Jews in Israel, think about what a beautiful, thriving place Gaza would be.
That's a great point.
If they spent a smidge of time on anything else, but they've had 77 years of absolutely, positively nothing. And there's no winning. There's no, one thing I'm talking about winning this war, there is no winning. We lost, Sid, on October 7th.
Agreed.
The heartbreak, the devastation, the destruction, the fear, the terror, the in and out of the bomb shelters.
Listen, I say the same thing.
We lost. There's no revenging that.
I say the same thing about 9/11. We're getting ready Thursday to commemorate 24 years, Michael. We just 24 years later, stopped taking our shoes off at the airport. They won. They changed our lives forever.
Yeah,
that skyline is never going to be the same.
And those families are never going to be.
Right.
The people are never coming back. The devastation's never coming back. So there is no complete victory. No. I don't agree with that campaign. We lost.
Yep.
We lost. All we could do now is get our hostages back and build the sovereignty and strength of Israel back.
That's brilliant. And we did lose. But the question is, will we lose again? Lewis, will we lose again? What am I talking about? You're going to find out with the great Michael Rapaport. Oh, you were great. So all these wonderful things about you, but yet,
yes,
you could have been the man. You could have been the man, Mike Rapaport.
Where's this going?
To save this city. But you decided that acting was more important than running for mayor.
Is it too late to throw me in there? You got a guy? I got nothing to do the next 7 weeks. I'm performing. I could still do my show, Jersey 20. I could announce my show. I could announce I'm running for mayor at my show in Jersey.
Oh, they'd love that. But on a serious
25th, 26th, 27th.
28th, 27th, you'll announce it. On Danielle's birthday, the last day of your show.
I am so embarrassed, Sid. I am so humiliated that we are in a position for this clown, this grinning, giggling, fake, Jew-hating, socialist, communist, B-crap artist to be the mayor of our great city. I am ashamed
Yeah.
that the world's greatest city, this is still New York, with all its warts and the blah, 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 it's not the old, this is still the greatest city. And there's great places all over the world that we got this bozo. And I live on the east side. I'm very close to Gracie Mansion. So it really disturbs me that unless a miracle happens. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you were going to bet the house, Sid, as of today, everything you know, and you know everything, and I love Curtis, and he's a gentleman.
Me too.
And a sweet, nice person. And I know you say when people meet Curtis, they always go, he's this, that, he's not what you think. But when I've met him, just a nice person.
Yeah.
But based on everything you know, the great Sid Rosenberg with all the inside information.
Yeah.
If you had to bet the house today, is Zoran the Moron, a.k.a. Zoran the Zero, going to be mayor of New York November 5th?
Let me couch it first.
I can't get it straight. I got couches.
No, I got a couch. Because you mentioned Curtis.
Duvets, beds, couch.
I'm very impressed with Curtis. I think he's running a tremendous campaign. Remember, he ran last time. He beat Mateo. He lost to Eric Adams. He has been exponentially better this time.
Yes.
And I think he's got a chance. And right now, Cuomo has a chance. But if you're asking me to bet the house today right now,
on everything you know,
Mamdani's the mayor.
It
of
takes
your
my
city. Of your
it
city.
takes
He's
my
going to
breath
live
away.
8 blocks from you.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Now, if he walks by you when you're having a Starbucks coffee,
Clown.
you going to stick your foot out?
You clown. You giggling clown.
Would you say that to him?
You giggling, goofy.
Would you say that to him?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
I would say it to, I'm not a heckler. I'd say it right to him.
Right to his face.
Yeah.
If he walked by you on the way to Gracie Mansion, you live right there. You would get right in his face.
Yeah.
You would.
And not in a way that's, illegal or
you're not gonna
threatening.
hit him.
No,
Right.
none of that. None of that. But I would want him to hear from a Jew from New York, from a real New York. This isn't even a New Yorker. New York, we got a guy who's going to become mayor. He's not even born here. I know there's rules, regulations. He's following the rules. This is not even a New Yorker. He don't walk like us.
No.
He don't talk like us.
No.
He don't think like us.
No, you know where
this
he
is
comes
not
from?
a New Yorker.
He comes from the place where Idi Amin ruled. You talk about Jews.
This is
Idi
not a New
Amin.
Yorker.
I know.
This is not a New. He
I
don't
know.
smell like us. This is not a. This is a fake giggling con artist 2-bit. Remember how they used to be? They used to be 3-card Monty.
Yeah.
Used to be a thing, and they don't do
I
it so
lost.
much. Yeah, this is what he is.
He is.
Well, have we lost our ability to sniff out beat
No, but
crap?
here's what's happening. No, because here's the deal. I present to you this young girl, right? She lives in Williamsburg. Right, she's got about 3 tattoos and a nose piercing. She lives with 2 other girls, okay? She doesn't pay her rent because her job is menial. Her parents pay her very expensive rent. She just went to some fine college and owes a couple of $100,000 in loans. And here comes your friend Mamdani.
Yeah,
And
my
he said-
friend.
And he goes,
Zoran the Moron.
I love that. And people are running with that. That's
Zoran
yours.
the Zero. Take
That's
it.
yours.
Go.
That's yours. But he says to this girl, he goes, I got you.
Yeah, you're lying.
I know, but the girl doesn't know that.
Yeah, sweetheart.
He's got a brilliant
Sweetheart
plan.
in Brooklyn.
He's like Hamas. He's got a good plan, right?
Oh, he's got a great plan.
Great plan.
And a bunch of and he's got you know what? He's got that je ne sais quoi, that charismatic look, that charismatic smell. He's got all the slick moves, slick words and all that stuff. And it's a big bag of dog doo-doo.
Yeah.
He's selling and slinging big bags of dog doo-doo to the people who are supposed to be able to sniff out dog doo-doo the best.
they can't.
New York City.
Yeah, but we give New Yorkers too much credit. We're not that smart. We're the greatest city in the world still. Do you own your apartment or lease it?
I only rent it.
You only rent it?
Yes.
Well, here's the good news. He's going to freeze your rent.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let's go, baby. What am I talking about?
What's the matter with you?
Zoran the Moron.
Yeah.
I'm not paying any rent.
You're good.
What am I? Why am I
good.
complaining?
I don't know.
I should be happy
Yes.
about this. I'm not paying any rent. Do I not pay rent November 5th? Is it November 5th of 2026? When does this get implemented that I am rent free?
The day he wins.
The day he.
That's it. You're done.
Why am I complaining?
And by the way, Starbucks, free.
free.
Instead of $8 for a cup of coffee.
Cab free. Your Uber's free. You know what? Because everybody needs to and deserves to be able to live in New York. So I could go with Smith and Walensky steaks. Everything's free.
Free.
The whole thing's free.
That's it.
Let's
free.
go, baby.
You can do your shopping, $300 a week, no more. Free.
I got to tell you though, Curtis had the line of this campaign, and I don't know why he doesn't keep using it. He did it once. He said, Mayor Cuomo. No, he said Cuomo went down for Slapping fannies and killing grannies.
You love that.
There's rappers that have never come up with lines that good. He said slapping fannies and killing grannies. He needs to keep going with
that. You love that one.
Oh.
Well, he's going to use it tonight on Sean Hannity, I promise. He's going to use it tonight. But you're right, 50 Cent couldn't even write that, right?
No, Jay-Z's kicking and screaming he didn't come up with that.
Maybe the white kid from Detroit. What's his name?
Eminem's envious of the wordplay by Curtis Sliwa. Slapping fannies and killing grannies, man.
The wordplay.
But I got to tell you, I didn't look at it the way you just looked at it. So no rent come November 5th.
Right, you're good.
What am I upset about?
And I know you pay a lot of money. You live in a very nice building.
And I got to go. So wait, can I ask something? Do you think because I have a car and I have a garage, the garage I might as well be paying another rent free.
Oh, that's free.
Oh man, what? And you know what? I got a nice car. I lease it. Maybe there's a loophole.
It depends. If it's made by the Nazis, like the Germans, it's free.
Yes,
because they kill the Jews.
Woo! Oh yes, man. Yeah, Zoran the Moron, 2025. Let's go.
Let's keep it going until 2029.
What a clown.
So here's the bigger question, though, and that is New Yorkers in general. So John Catsimatidis jokes around, he'll go to Jersey, but he's not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving, right? So
I wouldn't let a bozo like this run me out of him. I'm born and raised in New York Hospital, 1970, March 20th. Clown. He's not from New York.
That's right.
I would be upset. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be humiliated.
But you'd fight every day. You would fight every day.
We have to.
Until 2029 when somebody else like you or I run.
But the thing, Sid, is that we shouldn't. We can fight right now by just not voting for him as mayor.
Well,
See,
correct.
We're talking about 2029. We're talking about 2028. Fight every day. We can do the right thing November 4th, November 3rd, and vote for anybody other than this bozo.
Here's what you can do, because you're actually famous. Okay, I know you're humble. You're actually famous, and the kids love you. So you can go to Williamsburg today, or even the Upper East Side where you live, where these people are going to vote for this guy in big numbers, especially Williamsburg. And, hey, I'm Michael Rapaport, and I'm not voting for Mamdani. You would make a difference. I'm serious. You would. More than Cuomo. No one even likes him.
But saying, like, I actually run, or just say anybody but Zoran the Zero.
You can do
Zoran the Moron.
I'd rather
I don't know who to
endorse Curtis, but you could also say I love Curtis, but at the very least, anybody but Mamdani.
But these kids, when you talk about these blue-haired kids and these young people and these, unfortunately, I don't like to say self-hating, and I know you say bad Jews. I will not refer to a Jew as bad. These uninformed, uninformed,
bad Jews, right.
Uninformed, that could vote for somebody. They talk about global. This guy won't condemn the term globalize the Intifada. What happened in Jerusalem this morning? 6 people killed on their way to work. Could have been way worse. That's globalizing the Intifada. That is what, when they say globalize the Intifada, those people, that's what they did.
Yeah, exactly.
And this I'm trying not to curse. This pig, this dog,
this mother
effer, this 3-card Monty grinning goofball, he won't condemn that term. In our city, the greatest city in the world, he won't even condemn that. I don't want to. It really hurts my heart.
Yeah.
That part really hurts my heart.
I know it does.
So anybody I know people that are listening here are not considering voting for this bozo. But we need to have conversations at very least with people that are.
Agreed.
Because it's going to happen unless a miracle happens.
The reason why this is such a great city is because we've got people like you. I mean that. People like you. You make this city special, Michael Rapaport. We had a bunch of special New Yorkers today. We're done for today, but please, let's do this again very soon. You were
Anytime, Sid.
You were great. You were great. Louis, great job today. Welcome back. I missed you desperately. Thank you for coming back to work. I thought you may never come back. Justin Ellick, great job. Also, you know him. Layden, don't forget, coming up tomorrow morning at 8:30, right on this program, President Trump makes his return tomorrow morning at 8:30.
You got the president in here, huh?
Tomorrow.
I'm the opening act for the president.
Yes, you are.
Wow.
Michael Rapaport. Thank you all for listening, folks. Until tomorrow, Trump Day on Sid and Friends in the morning. From Michael Rapaport and all of us, peace.